After years of doing mindset work, practicing perspective shifts, integrating new thought patterns, and reprogramming my conscious with belief systems that better serve me, and more importantly, are back in alignment with truth, as well as coaching and teaching others how to do the same for themselves, I began to hit a ceiling. Although the mind and belief systems are fundamental to my all-around well-being, I hadn't fully acknowledged the intelligence system within the very cells of my own body and the vital roles they too play in my mental, emotional, or psychological functionings. Since that realization, I've been learning that a missing piece to mindset work is somatic work. You see, the body can register information that the conscious mind may not be able to directly identify or readily access. Introducing the nervous system. Grounding, tuning into my body, learning its communications with me, and then honoring those needs helps to reveal the subconscious thought habits, belief systems, and traumas that have been stored deep within my programming. It nurtures hidden wounds within me that the conscious mind can't reach. Regulating my nervous system has taken feeling better to a whole new level for me. Here are some ways that I do that. After so many years of ignoring and neglecting my body, it's super easy to miss most of the signs and signals that it emits. So when I do notice subtle sensations, I deliberately choose to pause, observe, and listen closely to the messages it's sending. By prioritizing this relationship, I am rebuilding trust and cultivating safety within my body. Hands down, my number one simple go-to method to help regulate my nervous system is relying heavily on my breathing. Taking long, slow, deep belly breaths. Filling up my stomach, chest, and throat helps to release tensions and clear energy blockages in my throat chakra, heart chakra, and solar plexus chakra. If not through meditation, then I'm also practicing intentional breathing throughout the day. So these next 3 things have been interesting for me to start integrating, because freedom to go with the flow and flexibility to do what I want when I want has always been crucial to who I am as a being, and safety within my nervous system. And at the same time, I've been seeing that structures and routines have been good for my nervous system as well, because predictability can also cultivate the feeling of safety. So I've been learning how to have a balance of freedom, flexibility, structures, and routines in ways that work for me personally. Some structures and routines that have been serving me well are having a regimented sleep schedule. By allowing my circadian rhythm to remain in alignment with the sunlight, I'm honoring the natural clock that my nervous system has so graciously set for me. When I awaken, I practice my rising ritual, which is a sacred morning routine that I will do a more in-depth video on next. To help guide me through the day, week, or month, I use lists. Writing things down and keeping lists helps with my memory issues and brain fog, but it also helps relieve my nervous system of the stress, overwhelm, and anxiety I feel of having a bunch of things to do lingering over my head without an organized way to tackle them. This next one is the exact point where mindset work and somatic work merge together. I pay attention to the emotional body, which means I'm mindful of how certain emotions feel in my body. And since thoughts are what cause emotions, I monitor my thoughts or situations ruminating in my mind that might be triggering my nervous system. Asking myself, does this feel good to think? And if not, redirecting the nature of my thoughts as best as my efforts allow me to in that moment. For the times when that is not a viable solution, I choose to sit with the discomfort of that feeling, identifying the location in my body where I feel the emotion, and then describing the physical sensations that I'm experiencing right there. For example, depending on the situation, anxiety can sometimes feel like tension, tightness, or pressure in my chest, my heart beating faster, holding my breath or taking shallow breaths, knots, twists, or bubbling in my stomach, a lump in my throat, a clenched jaw or clenched fists, sweating, etc. When I shift my focus onto soothing out those physical symptoms or sensations, the emotion itself begins to dissipate as well. Now this next one, you should already know is probably going to be on my list for any and everything. Nature, nature, nature. Fresh air and sunlight. Connecting with the earth literally grounds you into your body. My body always gets nourishment and a natural reset when I go back home to Mama Gaia, and I'm surrounded by the very soil that birthed me. Another way that supports grounding into my body is physical touch. For example, rubbing, massaging, holding, or hugging my body, placing my hands on my chest and belly, and even holding my hands are things I've noticed myself doing consciously and unconsciously. Stay tuned for part 2.